many feet of snow. Winter unofficially here, but it looks definitely like winter. Let's talk about what's happening in Ontario. So there is a frontal squall pushing through eastern Ontario and southern Quebec. It is going to end this evening, but the temperatures are going to be very, very cold, especially come Saturday. Saturday is going to feel like -15, so the coldest day of the weekend. And then Sunday, not that bad. But let's go into the Atlantic. So yes, Newfoundland, you're going to see a lot rain snow mix as well going into the weekend. And with that, because of that front that's coming through, is bringing with it lots of wind. Some areas could see over 120-kilometer-per-hour winds over the weekend. There's no shortage of active weather, especially next week. Let's check in with Kelly on that. Thank you so much for that. Now let's check in with the west. Rainfall warnings right now, so definitely along the coast and almost into Vancouver. What does that mean? Well, definitely certain amounts of rain will fall. Take a look at that. Along the coast, over 150 millimeters of rain can fall. Vancouver, you could see up to 75 millimeters of rain. Why? This is a second low that is making its way through, that is impacting the coast, bringing with it some winds, of course, lots of moisture, and that's why you're going to see a lot of that rain, but it's going to be a lot warmer than seasonal. That also impacts the prairies, so this Pacific air mass is making its way into Alberta, definitely warming things up. But in the meantime, because it's been very cold in Alberta, the warm air mass that passes over could create some of that freezing rain over the next little while. And those winds in the foothill is helping to warm things up as well. But again, just be careful when it comes to the freezing rain. Hopefully you have your snow tires on. So let's talk about winter that is almost here, November 18th. We're going to break it down, and that's next. And we love to see these videos and photos. Send us more at Sonia Sache or at Weather Network. But let's get into our top stories. Let's start with BC. So yes, there is a rainfall warning right now. What does that mean? Lots of rain accumulation. So in some areas we could see over 100 to 20 millimeters of rain accumulating. This is why this is the second low that is impacting the coast of Vancouver. And with that, because it's from the Pacific, it is warmer weather and it's definitely packing a lot of moisture. So we're going to see a lot of that rain over the next little while. But let's go to Mia, who's going to talk about what BC can expect over the next weekend.
This pattern that we've been seeing, where it's dry for an extended period of time and then we just get dumped on, get used to it, because we are expecting that.
Thank you so much for that. Now let's talk about that Pacific air mass that is making its way through from the west in BC. Well, it is impacting Alberta as well. So Edmonton, Calgary, it's going to warm up. So right now it is very cold. Because that system, that air mass is warm, it is bringing with it some freezing rain. I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. But see the winds here? Well, the winds are actually creating or allowing the warmth to increase. So again, more likelihood of freezing rain. We have seen freezing rain. There have been freezing rain warnings in effect, and that will continue over the next little while. But it will warm Edmonton and Calgary up. So again, it's going to be unseasonably warm for the next little while. So this high pressure system is moving through Toronto. So for the next little while, it's going to be quite clear, maybe some cloud cover. Saturday is going to be the coldest day of the weekend. It's going to feel like 15 degrees in the negatives. And then in some areas, we could see some of that snow, just hit and miss, basically, just a light dusting of sorts. In the Atlantic, lots of rain accumulation. Newfoundland, you could see up to 30 millimeters of rain, but we're going to break down the winter forecast on November 18th. And of course, the lake effect snow squalls again can really, really impact our driving. Hi there, I am Sonia Sache. Let's get into our top stories. Let's start with the west. So this low pressure system, it's the second one. It's bringing with it these Pacific moisture, subtropical. What does that mean? It's warm and it has a lot of moisture. And in doing that, it is going to bring and carry a lot of rain, especially along the coast. Vancouver, you could see up to 75 millimeters of rain, and the coast you could see anywhere into the 120 millimeters of rain. But let's get into the prairies. So this Pacific air mass is making its way into Alberta. It is cold right now. That warm air mass comes through. What does that mean? Well, a lot of freezing rain. There has been freezing rain noticed. So again, be careful when driving, and that will continue over the next little while until it warms right up. And you can see in the pluses, which is very unseasonal right now in Ontario. So we do have very dry conditions over the next little while, but temperature-wise, Saturday is going to be the coldest, -15. I know there are a lot of parades happening over the next little while, so bundle up because it is going to be cold. Sunday, it's just going to be partly cloudy, but again, in the negatives as well. So let's get into a tortoise, a really great story, who was lost because of the tornado in Florida, is now back with its owner. So thank you so much for sending that in. Hi there, I am Sonia Sache. Let's get into our top stories. Lots to talk about. Let's start with the East Atlantic. So this weak trough is going to be moving through eastern Maritimes tonight and into Newfoundland. St. John's, you're going to be rainy Saturday afternoon, and then cold air behind that trough. So also with that is the huge wind gusts. So some areas could see over 100-kilometer-per-hour winds. What can we expect in Ontario? Let's check in with Kevin in the Forecast Center for that. Thank you so much for that. I do want to add, though, that the temperatures tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be the coldest of the weekend. We're going to feel like maybe -15, just around there. And then the Santa Claus parade is on Sunday, so bundle up because it's going to feel like -4 degrees, but at least partly cloudy, so not bad at all. Into the west, this subtropical system is going to make its way through, making it very soggy for the next couple of days. But then winter is right around the corner, and we're going to be live November 18th telling you exactly what you can expect, so tune in.
Rachel and I are so excited because we get to answer your winter questions during the Aftercast, but we're also going to give you a chance to really embrace the season with Diamond Passes.
You could win one of 5 prize packs courtesy of the Canadian Ski Council. These passes will grant you and a friend access to any of the Diamond lifts across Canada. Enter online at theweathernetwork.com/contest.
We're going to be announcing all the winners during the Aftercast.
Winter is right around the corner, December 21st. Are you excited? We all are. Now, of course, winter can impact us in so many different ways. What can we expect? Is it going to be frigid in temperatures? When is it going to first hit and make its impact and take hold? Well, November 18th, we and the entire staff here are going to break it all down for you.